I've seen like a lot of your so-called straight movies, and I think this is your best effort. Yeah, I mean, it's really good.
Thank you. Truth was shot over 20 days.
Well, that's pretty long shoot.
It's long for an indie LGBT film. We stuck to a rigorous 12-hour shoot day, and that was still rough because when the two main people in the film are everyone's coming to them for every question being answered, you're really pulling a 17-hour day, and then getting a couple hours of sleep, and you're right back at it. And what was sort of original about Truth is that we lived and we filmed in the same location. It was a very big house in Fort Lee, New Jersey, and it's right across the bridge from New York, the GW Bridge. So it's a really well-to-do neighborhood, expensive houses. Hurricane Sandy had just hit, and so we didn't even know if we'd have a location. We didn't know what we would be coming home to. And so we were lucky because a lot of people weren't, and the film moved forward with a week delay. It was for the best, but ultimately, when you shoot and live and work and play and live, all of it is in the same structure for 20 days with one day off after 6 days of filming.
And how did the two of you guys decide to work together on that film?
I think it started with Judas Kiss, and I have JT Tepnapa and Jody Wheeler and Carlos Pedraza to thank for that, because it was a small role, but it showcased me well, and I had some form of evolution, and I showed that arc, and Rob saw it. I think it was 2000. Who knows? But it was not far from now. I was saying earlier, Jody Wheeler put me in my first, in his first student film, and then his second short, this gay sci-fi short, and it was my first experience where the world and working and just learning by doing and being shown by doing. I was shown that I could maybe potentially be an actor. I didn't go out and be told no. I didn't have someone force me into anything. It just happened, and very casual, low stress environment. And I went and did the festivals. I went to Cardiff, Wales with it.
Oh, I've been there.
Yes, and they do a great little Iris Prize festival out there. It's really a great short film festival, and so I in fact, another gay sequel, my first feature, toured alongside my first short. So it all sort of just unfolded at the same time.
It's been a very quick and fast change for you in getting,
it feels like it's
all
been
these
a lot.
connections.
It feels like it's been a lot longer. I decided that I was enjoying myself enough in mainstream and making, I was doing enough work on a regular basis that I could potentially walk away from doing adult. And I announced with Advocate magazine, maybe a year after I'd done my last adult project, that finally I was ready to say, without a doubt, that I was retired from adult work. And that was very nerve-wracking because a lot of people do a lot of this, they say never say never. It's really easy to go back, and I'm not saying that I'll never go back. I'm not saying that I'll never produce again, but I'm saying that I'm getting a lot more out of doing this work today than I ever did doing anything else.
And have you taken any acting lessons throughout your life?
No.
See, you're a natural then.
There are holes, in acting we call it gaps in our performance. And I watch some things and I go, but you should, that's healthy. I know that I should take classes. And there are great moments and there are bad, but I'm learning by doing, and so far I can get away with that. And I'm lucky, I guess, but.
Thank you very much for being here. This is our 6th Saturday all-day marathon, so we appreciate your support. Thank you for being out. We do these every so often. We also do monthly screenings where we show films kind of like this one or other classic films as well. Check us out on Facebook. Like us, please. You'll get all the updates about what's going on with FilmOUT San Diego.
Anyone curious about actually filming the movie?
So you actually filmed it in New Jersey, right?
Yes, we were just across the GW Bridge, and we were right outside New York City in Fort Lee. And when we first got there, Inglewood Cliffs and Montrose, New Jersey. When we got there, we pushed production a week because Sandy took a lot from a lot of people, and we were just fortunate enough.
I think he did an amazing job. And I told him from the beginning, before we even got together and started working on it, that I think people are going to see you differently and see who you are as a human being, as an actor, because you really do have talent. And you know, he's like, yeah, whatever. But I think he did a great job, guys, right?
Next question.
How did you prepare yourself for the role to be this sort of demented character?
Are you kidding? Have we ever seen it? What you do is you compartmentalize some of your life experiences and your experiences with specific people and your relationships in your past, and they're good and bad, the ugly, and mostly the ugly, and you fixate, and you let it fester, and you let it eat you up as long, and just it's marinating in it. You know, you spend your life really kind of living shit down and moving beyond it and saying, you know, there's going to be another day, it'll be a good day, so I'm just going to let this go. And I went through some serious stuff, and for many years, and I kept that attitude, and I had people around me that were very, very supportive of helping me move forward and not letting me languish in life. But when I went and did this film, I knew that if I didn't unearth all of it and use every last fucking piece of it, then I wasn't going to show the truth. I wasn't going to show performance. I was going to show something disingenuous or not right, not true, and I used it all. And then when I was done with the movie, I didn't put it back. I couldn't. I really could not make it go away. And even to this day, it's a year later, we shot it in November last year. I'm now getting back to a place where I'm starting to feel a little bit more like myself.
You know, I didn't want to have a neat little package at the end. I wanted a lot of questions because it could go, you know, in any direction. So.
And it could have been a hallucination.
Could have been. Exactly.
I talked about putting me in the orange jumpsuit right in there standing.
Wouldn't that have been a cool ending? What would you guys have thought if, when I turned and I saw him and he's not there in a blue sweater, but he's in there in the orange jumpsuit with a knife, and then he disappears and he's gone?
No,
right? Yes. Thank you.
Hold on.
Thank you, Ron.
My argument was, hey, hold on. People are gonna think this is literal. Like,
I don't want to wear the orange today. When?
You're about to get smacked. And by the way, I actually almost wore the orange jumpsuit today. I almost wore it with shackles and everything. It's gonna be I think at this point, what we're doing is we're looking forward to the future because we go straight to DVD in February, and at the same time, we are launching a production right here in San Diego for a film that I wrote called Common Cupid. So we're wanting to get the community involved, and it's a very light and just cute little kitschy sort of rom-com.
No tarantulas.
No tarantulas. We might have a pony or two because I can't live without the ponies. But we're really excited because we really want to bring everything full circle. This city's been great to me, and we want to show it off, and we're going to need extras, we're going to need locations, we're going to need funding, but really more than anything, we want it to be about San Diego, and it's a really great little film, and we really hope that you guys can keep an eye on the local avenues and see us on Facebook and be a part of it in any capacity, because any little bit helps. Just any little bit. Sharing it, talking about it, promoting it, any tiny little bit helps.
And I would guess that FilmOUT San Diego would be a proper forum for its world premiere.
We would love to bring it here.
Right, guys?
Don't forget, we go to